Okay, quite literally one of the hottest pans in America, one of the hottest chefs, one of the hottest today's specials we've ever had here at HSN. A price that defies description. You listen to that sizzle, you listen to this heat.
Right.
Pun intended, it's hot, baby.
It's a hot pan.
It's a hot pan.
Literally, the square pan rocks. It's the perfect size. You know, family 2, family of 4, you're cooking by yourself. You can fit 4 huge pork chops, 4 grilled cheese. We're gonna make just most delicious food easily.
Absolutely.
And by the way, there's something I love about this. If you want to cook without fat, you can do it. Because the Technilon Plus, the best ceramic coating in the world.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Look at these. Look at these pork chops. They slide. That was raw pork chops. They're not going to stick.
No.
Technilon Plus.
Look at that.
Nothing
Okay.
sticks.
The perfect size, the perfect price, the perfect profile. You know, it's so funny. We cook all this food in a round pan, but you know, the square pan makes so much sense.
The square pan maximizes. This is your classic round burner, right here. So by the square maximize. But look at this. We want to talk about unctuous. Look at this grilled cheese, guys. Right? We're gonna go boom. Look at that grilled cheese. Look how much grilled cheese we can do in this pan. And this is, sorry, mac and cheese. This is not a grilled cheese. We've already been up. But look how unctuous and ooey and luscious this is. I'm sure Shannon went to go get a bunch of Tupperware because she wants to go serve it. But as you're there, I'm gonna keep stirring. So just to show you the thing I love about this pan, you can wok stir in it as well, right? It has a great shape. Here's some ground pork we've already browned. We're gonna add a whole bunch of different veg, snow peas and bell peppers and carrots and celery. I love that the ground pork has already been fully cooked, so then I just have to lightly toss it. And even though it's square, you can still flip your food as I'm showing you. Here we're gonna add just a little bit of fresh minced ginger and just a touch of garlic. And because this pan conducts heat so well, this is gonna be done in about 4 or 5 minutes. We're gonna add a little bit of rice at the end. Here's some veggie oyster. The thing that's so great is this is 5 quarts, guys. You can do so much food in here. And when you want to make sure things can cook more quickly, you got the great lid. So here you can see there's so much versatility with these pans. You can sear, you can wok stir, you can braise, you can steam, you can fry. I love the glass lid because we have that little hole so you can steam. Something you get for free, guys, is this basket, stainless steel, for frying, for blanching your vegetables. It's just one of the perfect things, and we're also adding a small rack.
I brought double the containers for you
Did
tonight.
you?
So your work is cut out for you, my friend.
I was telling all the chef friends what you do, Shannon. They thought that was hilarious.
No secret is safe here at HSN. All right, so let me just show you what you get and talk about a phenomenon. Here's the good news. I get to launch it with James Beard Award winner, Efficient by Design, the one and only Chef Ming Tsai, Emmy Award winner, added to his list of accolades. If you have seen this size or shape pan on television, you know you're spending closer to the $70 or $80 mark. Now, they only do it in one color. They don't give you your choice of your Ming blue. They don't give you your choice of that beautiful emerald green. They don't give you that gorgeous jet black. How about copper? No one in the world has a pan like this for this price. That brushed stainless or that beautiful silver. There's your purple. Of course, you know I love my race car red. But here's something else that they or us that we've never done. This has never been offered as a today's special in this size. He gives you the rack for free. You get the cook and look lid, and you also get, for the first time in history, the fryer basket. We have sold those separately for about $30 a piece. Just one thing, and Steve, I don't know if we can show the graphics or not. Get the square pan cookbook. Remember, this will work with any square pan in America. We do not have a lot of the cookbooks. I'm just gonna forewarn you right now, just a handful of those to go around. All right, Chef, I hear some good things going on.
Oh man, look at these pork chops. I mean, this is the sign of a great pan. When you get this even searing and it's still crackling, that's a great pan. And we're talking about everywhere, even into the corners.
Beautiful.
And 4 gigantic. And what I love, because of this extra surface area, I can now sneak in my apples, which will get a little bit caramelized, and my fennel. And this pan is a one-pan dish. right? We're talking about one-pot cooking. We all have kids or busy lives, right? You want to be able to make your pan. You don't want to spend your day cleaning in the dish room, right? You just want to cook. And then I love it because not all your kids sometimes show up at the same time. Goes on a trip in the middle of your table. You put the lid on it so people get their food, and if they come 20, 30 minutes later, it's still going to be hot.
You know what? It's a one-pan wonder. And one thing that we have to mention, too, notice that we're using this with the famous Induction burner that we have sellout quantities on. In fact, I think it could sell out in this show. There are so few of them. But Induction range top friendly on our today's special as well, which is absolutely amazing. You know, and the thing is, Chef, when you designed this, people were absolutely floored because you don't do something unless it is efficient by design.
Absolutely. The whole idea, and I love that I get to now design stuff because my dad was a little disappointed when I graduated my engineering degree and I went to go make croissants in Paris. So to say he was disappointed is an understatement. But finally, coming full circle, we get to do a pan that everyone's going to use. And here, this is one of my best demos for those that are trying to eat a little bit more healthily. First of all, eat as much fish as you humanly can. Fresh fish.
Okay, that's a monster cut of fish.
No oil.
Nope.
Just a salmon in a pan.
No way.
No oil. And watch this. So, I mean, there's nothing in there, right?
No.
It already moves. The salmon slides. Nothing sticks to this pan. And that sear you're hearing, that's what you want, right? Because you're going to end up eating good fish fat, which raises your good cholesterol, HDL, right? And that's awesome. Eat as much fish as you can, but you don't need to add excess oil.
No.
You could add it, but you don't need it.
You don't need it.
And this, we're going to let this go. I'm going to cover this because when you cover it, things cook at least 50% faster.
Sure, absolutely.
So I'm going to let this cover it, and so it's going to steam and sear. Flip it, eat the skin. The skin is not only delicious, it's good for you. Throw some asparagus, again, in one pot dish.
Okay, and you know what? It's a little cook and look lid, so that little vent will allow you to see the goodness that's going on underneath. So here's the thing. Chef Ming does not have an encore airing of this at 1 o'clock, because like I said, we got a lot to cram into our HSN Cooks event. So you will not see an encore presentation at 1 a.m. as we normally do. Are you already done with that?
This fried rice is done, right? We did the ground pork. We added all that great fresh veg. Notice my ratio, and this is just the ratio that I grew up eating. High veg. You want as much veg, so 50% veg to your starch and meat. If you do that, you're going to just live longer. But look how good that looks. I mean, that is a fantastic, easy one-pan dish. And then just to show you, because we can, I mean, just with a dry towel, I mean, this pan is clean as a whistle.
Okay,
you don't need it. Yeah, you go to town.
Fry, I mean, this is like a soaker normally. I mean, seriously.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
no, nothing.
Goodness. Oh, man.
Good, right? Okay, that means good. I love you, Shay.
Now, what's on here? The little apples?
So these apples, I'm just turning them, right? Because we added these apples. You want to get them a little cooked. These pork chops will take about another 4 or 5 minutes. And then this will be good to go. So I'm making my own sauce, or I'm going to add a little chicken stock. Let the pork chops rest for just a couple of, like 3 or 4 minutes. Add the sauce by some chicken stock, and you're done.
Okay, but I have to say, macaroni and cheese for an army. Beautiful stir fry, nothing sticks. So the thing is, you can do your casseroles. You can do your one-pot cooking. You could bake a cake in this. You could deep fry chicken, for crying out loud. And I want to point out again, it is not only the lowest price in the nation, lowest price here at HSN, never in this profile as a best buy of the day. If you watch a lot of late night television like I do, you've probably seen, this kind of profile. And a similar pan would sell for around $70, $70, $80. And the thing is, they only do one color. But you don't get Technolon Plus with the other guys. You don't get the fryer basket free with the other guys. We've never done the fryer basket for free. Or that bacon rack. And remember, add the cookbook to your order. You will use it. You will love it. Look at the caramelization on those pork chops.
I mean, look at these pork chops, right?
Oh, beautiful.
I mean, you can eat with your eyes. Bon appetit.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, you are outdoing yourself tonight.
Right, look at that. Now here you can see these apples are caramelizing, which is great. And we're going to add just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Trace. A little bit of white wine.
So wait a minute, you can use this, to create your own sauces too because of that deep well?
Absolutely. So all I'm doing, there's a little bit of fond. Fond is the meat juice, that stuff, that's flavor. So then you just want to scrape that foam off, because again, nothing's going to stick to this.
Right. Beautiful.
And now we have our apples, and we're done.
And nothing sticks. And that's just it. It conducts heat up the sides as well. So when you use it as a deep fryer, when you use it to do your reductions, when you use it for your sauces, when you use it to caramelize your pork chops, oh, that is a thing of beauty.
Right.
Oh, that looks like a picture. I mean, it does look like a picture of a magazine.
And I have to do this because I just want to show. This is a dry towel, right?
On.
Nothing.
I know. That's unbelievable.
Nothing.
Well,
ever sticks.
Never. And I know ML in Washington is a fan. ML, you're live. Say hi to Chef Ming.
Hi, Chef Ming.
Hey, ML, how are things?
How you doing?
I'm superb, buddy. How are you?
Your pans are fabulous.
Thank you.
I mean, I threw away all my pots and pans. I got 3 of them, and I got your induction center.
Yep.
I got just about everything of yours, your wok, everything, and they just are fabulous.
Oh, man. So what are you cooking up, ML? It sounds like you like to cook.
Oh, I'm a chef myself.
Yep.
You know, my own chef. I'm a hellacious barbecuer and a chef on a stove.
Fantastic.
I love it.
Well, ML, we always love having you as part of our shows. And thank you for stopping by to say hi, and happy continued cooking in Washington.
All right.
ML, thank you.
Thank you, ML.
Thank you.
All right. What? Oh, good Lord.
All right, so this is the best display of a square pan. So we've done,
I'll diet
and
tomorrow.
I give credit to our. these are sliders, but what we've done, and this is really Chef Tracy and Chef Eric, is we have the bottom of bun. We put ground beef that was cooked with onions and garlic, and then we cheese it, and then we put butter, garlic butter on top, and then we put it into the oven, and you get these amazing sliders. Look at those.
Just a light, low cal.
Well, you know what?
It's
It's about moderation. But this is great because if you have your 5 kids coming over from whatever baseball. To make 9 different sliders takes actually a lot of time and skill to get sliders and put. Here you can do all 9 at once in one pan.
That's terrific.
And just stack them up like this. And I came from Dayton, Ohio. We had a lot of White Castle growing up, and
amen.
This is better. And I don't work for White Castle, guys. Just for the record. All right, I'm not getting any endorsements.
But Chef, isn't it true? We know it conducts heat evenly on the stovetop, but it conducts the heat evenly inside the oven as well.
It does. And what I love about it, because it's Technolon Plus, it can go up to 850 degrees without any damage, and no oven goes to there.
Yeah, you're right.
And because it's stainless steel handles, you can put it in. Even the cover can go up to 550.
No
but
doubt.
you don't. But in this instance, we didn't want the cover because we wanted this buns to get nice and crispy.
Yes.
Right? And it's so easy.
And
I mean, look at that.
Nothing is sticking. You want to talk about a crowd pleaser? I'm telling you, you will use this pan every day. We love what Chef Ming brings to us here at HSN. He is certainly efficient by design, but a similar concept in this pan sells for, in that ballpark, $60, $70 range.
Yep.
Oh, there's that fish not sticking at all. Oh,
But
look
at that piece of salmon.
Yeah.
So we didn't cheat. We didn't add oil. We didn't add water. All of this oil here, check this out, Shan. That is fish oil. So that's the natural fish oil that comes off. I take a fish oil pill for cholesterol, right? So here is the natural. Now I'm going to use that fish oil, which is natural oil, and we'll just throw some asparagus here on the side.
Right. So instead of dirtying another pan, it's a one meal wonder, basically.
Exactly, and just a little bit of fresh lemon juice, salt and pepper.
Fabulous.
We're going to cover this up just to steam these asparagus, and this salmon is already medium rare. Another 5 minutes, and it's done.
And obviously, we're demonstrating this on the final quantities on the induction range that is coming up, the induction burner that's coming up in just a moment. But you can use it in the oven. You can use it on electric. You can use it on gas. You could put it on your grill. You can certainly use it on the New Wave. This goes anywhere and everywhere. You can use it on a campfire, for crying out loud. So the thing is, this profile, which many of you may recognize, if you watch late night television like I do, Chef Ming has never done this profile or size as a today's special. Now, you get the fry basket free, and you get the meat rack or the baking rack free. But Chef, now this is interesting. This is a really smart use of that fry basket.
Oh, the fry basket is awesome because
that's cool.
In professional kitchens and at home, you tend to blanch a lot, right? You blanch your vegetables to keep it nice and green and get it nice and crisp. Yeah. So it's a fantastic basket to blanch. This is salted water, so for pasta, I love it because now we can just take this whole thing out.
Yeah.
And here I just have some olive oil and garlic, right?
Okay.
And straight in.
But you know what? I love that deep well or that reservoir. It gives you a lot more versatility, I think.
Absolutely. And we're going to show you in a second. It's a fantastic fryer. Especially if you have this induction burner, you can set it for $375 and you never have to worry about it.
I know. Oh, that smells
Parmigiano.
good. Parmigiano.
This is it. And black pepper. That's the whole dish. Simple, delicious.
Okay, but you know what?
Make it in 2 minutes.
That's why I say this might be the last pan that you ever need to buy, because no kidding, you'll do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right. You can, do fish. You can do croque monsieur. You can do sloppy joes. You can do casseroles. You can do deep fried cheesecake. You can fry chicken. I mean, the list goes on and on. You can use it as a chicken roaster, for crying out loud. And look at how fast it cooks as well. Because these pans get super hot.
That was just searing your garlic, your minced garlic, add a little bit of fresh cheese. We had our pasta cooked, and there we go. Cacio e pepe.
All right.
So simple, so delicious.
I can't wait. I have to start.
You're already breaking in. All right.
So remember, we do want to hear from you if you're a fan. Of course, it's always fun to hear from LH. And or hold at the end of the call. We'd love to meet and greet you. Oh, are you doing that? Talk about this a little bit, Chef.
So this is my famous beer tempura batter, right? And fantastic for lightly frying anything. We here at HSN are going to fry some shrimp and lobster tails because we want to go deep.
So now, do you use rice flour or what kind of?
This is actually AP and rice.
Okay.
Combination.
Okay, and then just like a little, beer.
Yeah, and by the way, you can easily use club soda if you don't want to use beer.
Oh, nice.
Right? Beer is really more for flavor. Right. You want something sudsy because sudsy makes the batter light.
Oh, sure.
And I do like the flavor of beer, but you don't have to do beer. Right. It would be just as good. And you want to get it to here. You want to get the pancake batter consistency. Gotcha. Okay. So once you have that, you're good to go. And again, so here's our fryer. Right. Because it's on the induction burner, we have it cranked. We have it at 400, which is awesome. We could use a basket, but I want free flowing because I have this great skimmer. Nice. Okay. So we're going to take our lobster, our shrimp, our scallions, all goes in.
So cool.
And the key to good frying is the sizzle, the right? Yeah. So that sound, you never want to go away, right? And you never fill a fry more than that. This fry is 2/3 full. We could have even got a little bit less because oil is dangerous, so you just want to be careful with oil.
Right, of course.
And now we're going to put the lobster tail because we can.
Nice.
Right?
Oh.
So watch that. And it'll be literally, it'll take 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Literally,
look at
3 minutes.
It's got that beautiful golden round color
Look at that, GB&D.
So,
but the key is because the pan is Teflon Plus, it conducts the heat not only bottom, but brings it up to the side.
Absolutely.
So this bubbling will never go down.
Never go down.
Because we have a great burner, but we have a great pan. And that's the key to good frying. If this goes down, then it's soaking in the oil, and you're not frying it. You end up braising it in oil.
Absolutely, and I have to say, that new wave that is in sellout quantity could sell out in this hour, keeps that temperature consistent.
Yes.
So there are fewer than 2,000. We'll be doing a brief airing of that a little bit later on in this show. So I have to say, Chef, when you did this pan, everybody lost their minds because we love your cookware. Right. But there's something about the square shape of the pan, I mean, that makes it, I think, a little more versatile in a lot of ways. Because if I was trying to do pan or shallow frying on a regular, saucepan or on a Dutch oven, even on my stovetop, it's not as easy as this.
It's not. And the art of frying is you can tell everything floats.
Yes.
So you don't need to add 9 inches of oil. Right. You only need 2 inches as long as the temperature stays the same. Right. And that's a combination of great pan, great burner. All
right, again, the only thing you have to decide is what color do you want? Steve, I'm guessing the red is probably the most popular. That's usually the case. Okay, red and that beautiful coppery bronze. Okay, so that's more than 2/3 of what is currently spoken for. You know I love my race car red. Remember, you can still put this in an 800-degree oven, even though an oven doesn't go that high. You can put it on a campfire. You can put it on, on a stovetop, gas or electric, induction friendly. There's our Chef Ming blue. There's our emerald green. There's our black. Here's that gorgeous copper, that brushed silver, which almost looks like diamond dust, like that kind of brushed stainless design. There's your purple. And remember, for the first time in history, not here, not at infomercial, not even at HSN, Chef has never included for free with your purchase that wonderful meat trivet tray and the fry basket that he was also using when he was doing his pasta. So those are included for free along with that cook and look lid. add the cookbook on. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna want that cookbook. Okay, most of you are getting the cookbook. Oh, chef, look at you go.
I want you to come tight on this. If you look at the fried shrimp and the lobster, there is no oil, no grease anywhere because it was crisply fried. And when you can do it in hot oil that maintains its temp, you get this amazing crispness that you just can't get. And even though this has been sitting here, you can still hear how crispy this is. It's the most awesome fry.
Okay, I'm cheating. They have, everything is arranged so beautifully, so I'm actually stealing sliders.
You're taking stuff from my hamburger mountain?
I know. See, but I stole them from the back so that you hopefully wouldn't see it from the front when they shot it, so I was trying to cheat. I mean, that's pretty good.
It's not pretty good. They're awesome, so save me a couple, will you? Come on.
I know.
Hey, we're still on TV. Let's go. Come over here,
You know, this is cutting into my personal time.
This is cutting into your I'm so sorry.
Just for the record.
But I will have my agent speak to your agent if you don't, if that's okay.
All right, what are you doing down there,
so
Chef?
Here. So again, this exemplifies why square is genius. Grilled cheese comes square. Period.
Yeah, makes sense.
I don't care what country in the world you go to. Bread, besides baguettes, comes square.
Right.
This actually is not that large, but it's heavy enough to keep and press down the grilled cheese, right?
That's cool.
So then you can see, and this is a great example to show, does it have a nice even distribution of heat? Well, the answer is yes, right?
Beautiful.
Like this, like that. And by the way, one of my tricks I learned at a grilled cheese truck is they actually use real mayonnaise instead of butter. Oh, no kidding. It's so easy to spread everywhere and it tastes awesome. And by the way, it's actually cheap, but can we talk about, look at our, we have our stir fry, fried rice. We have the more mac and cheese you'd ever would eat in 2 weeks. Beautiful pork chops, sliders. We have my salmon. Let's go get the salmon. We're over here where they catch you a pepe pasta. We have a roast chicken. We have tempura. We have a cake that Eric's going to demold for us. It's amazing. It's a double cake. So we took 2 recipes.
Oh, yeah.
Look how much cake you can make in there. It's a perfect square pan because you don't have to flour and butter it for non-stick.
All right.
But let's check out our salmon here.
Oh, it smells good.
Perfect.
Oh, that smells so good.
Look at this, right?
But look at how even and beautifully brown.
And if I was at home, I would just serve it in here. I wouldn't even take it out.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
It'll stay nice and hot, but we're going to serve it up so everyone can see it, right?
That is gorgeous.
Look how beautiful this salmon. Here, Fish, give me a hand here, please.
Man. That is a thing of beauty, I gotta tell you.
Look at this, baby.
That's nice.
Oh my God, look at that.
Yeah, that's an OMG moment for sure.
And then here we have all our fantastic asparagus.
But you know what? If you didn't have this pan, I don't even know how you would do that.
And yeah, and this is salmon oil, and I'm gonna keep that salmon oil because I want that on this asparagus. Right.
Beautiful.
So by the way, if you came to my restaurants, that's salmon for 1, 2, 3, almost 4 people. Yeah. That would cost $120. Right. And we're not a ripoff. It's just how much fish costs.
Well, of course.
So, but if you go to the store, you're going to spend 30 or 40.
Oh, for sure.
You just bought yourself 2 pans.
You better believe it.
Right? So that's the thing. You can not only make people happy, your family and friends happy, you can save money by just cooking one time at home.
Well, and what's interesting is, I mean, you did this on the induction, but you could have roasted that in the oven if you wanted.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, on the oven, on the induction range, on gas, on electric, on a campfire. I mean, you know, literally it goes wherever you go. They're outdoor grill for crying out loud. Yep. And not only is the capacity incredible, it's the perfect profile. If you surf late night television like I do, you might recognize this profile. And it's a great concept. But of course, when you've got a James Beard Emmy award-winning chef making it efficient by design, you know he's taken it to a whole new level. In fact, with his exclusive Technolon Plus on the interior, not only does that mean that nothing sticks, you never, ever, ever have to worry about things sticking. You don't have to worry about PFOA. You don't have to worry about PTFE. You don't have to worry about, you know, high temperature, low temperature. Bottom line, though, is if you want it, you do need to do it today. This is the only day of issue. Fry basket is free. Baking rack is free. Cook and look lid free. First time, we used to sell those for $30 a piece. And then check with your service representatives for details on that cookbook. Tell you what, I'm getting that cookbook. That's a lot of fun.
It's a very simple cookbook that will make you delicious food easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
But can I remind, for those that might have just joined, when we plated the salmon up, I need to remind everyone that we used no fat to cook this salmon.
Exactly.
No oil, no butter, no nothing. But you see, like, wait a minute, he's lying. Look at all this fat. That's just the natural fat that comes off the salmon.
Yeah.
Which is what you want.
Right.
Ditto, you didn't see this, but when we had these chicken breasts, I didn't add any fat either.
No fat.
Because there's fat in chicken.
Sure there is.
And look at the skin side's not going to stick. Nothing sticks to these pans. And this chicken's going to be just as delicious if I did add fat. So if you don't need it, why add it?
And don't forget, Chef Ming does not have an encore presentation at 1 a.m. because, you know, we've got a lot of things to do.
We got like 50 chefs here.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is awesome, actually. A lot of my buddies here. It's fun.
But I mean, there's a lot going on today.
There
and
is.
plus, they're trying to maintain the inventory as the day progresses because this pan is sold out every single time that it's been here. It's a customer pick, virtually all perfect ratings. And remember, he has never, ever, ever included that the basket or, of course, the meat trivet or baking tray free with your purchase along with that cook and look lid. Oh, bacon.
So bacon.
I smell bacon.
Bacon comes rectangular, right? We just put these in, so they need a little bit more. But in this instance here, I'm not going to tell a fib. Bacon fat's not quite as good for you as salmon fat, but it's really delicious. So if you're going to eat some Brussels sprouts, a little bacon fat's not going to kill you. So I'm going to cook this bacon about 70% or so, lay it out, chop it up, get my Brussels sprouts in the bacon fat, and then add the bacon back and cook it together.
Yes.
If you want your kids to eat Brussels sprouts or any vegetables, add bacon. They're gonna, more carrots, please. You better believe it. They will totally.
But you know, the other thing is we were talking about the capacity. What's interesting is you still get that great caramelization. Like my favorite is kind of like that, you know, that wonderful crust that gets on macaroni and cheese. Every single corner of this conducts heat like mad. And that's just it, Chef. I mean, a good pan is a pan that you can get really hot. And you just, there's no other pan that can really compare to what the Technolon Plus and what your pans do.
Correct. And so here, so for those that are watching Carol, this bacon's not cooked all the way through. Not quite, but that's okay, because I want to chop it up and get the Brussels sprouts going. Bacon goes back in. And that's how we're going to cook this dish together.
So Chef, no matter how full I get this, it's going to conduct the heat up the sides as well.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
So that snap, crackle, pop, that's what you want when you're cooking.
Right.
So the pan all the way to the corners and then up the sides because of Technolon Plus. Now, obviously, it's not like a wok burner that you have the flame 60,000 BTUs, but it does emulate, so that's why the sides are basically as hot as the bottom.
Genius. It makes so much sense. So here's the thing. Remember, there is not an encore presentation of this next hour. There is not. So if you would like it, I cannot stress or recommend strongly enough, get it, try it, you will use it, you will love it. You'll use it for every meal of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, from French toast to roasting a chicken to baking a cake and everything in between. And I have to say, Chef, you know what's so fun about this is it's a perfect profile in a lot of ways because it doesn't take up a huge amount of on the burner, but then because of that deep reservoir or lip, it gives you more capacity than you would ever expect in a pan this size.
Exactly, and especially when you take it to the oven.
Yes.
Especially when I do something like that. Hello, where have you been?
Hello, beautiful.
All my life?
Exactly.
I mean,
speaking of food porn.
I mean, that is an unbelievable. Anyway, so these were just to not to take away from our Brussels sprouts. So now the bacon's added back. We're gonna let the Brussels sprouts cook. It's gonna take about 8 more minutes, and then the bacon will recrisp.
Okay, that is meat-tastic.
Yeah.
How big is that roast?
I think it's about a 7 or 8 pound.
Wow, that's a big roast. I mean, that's like monster size. You know?
Get this out.
That's great. Oh my gosh.
Do you have a Tupperware?
You know.
No, I'm kidding. I want to slice it to our people if you don't mind. Can I get a big plate first?
Oh my God. Some of that is definitely coming home.
But can you first look here?
Yeah.
So this is where the rack is fantastic.
Right.
You see, this rack brings the meat off of it so the heat can go underneath it. And you see all that fat that's there? That fat's delicious, but you don't need to necessarily eat all that fat.
Right.
And I didn't necessarily want all these potatoes. I like them cooking some fat, but not being braised all day in the fat, right?
It's almost like when you do root vegetables. It's got like that kind of nice warm caramelization to it too. So I would imagine that with those sides, it's also going to let the flavors kind of play together too, I would bet.
Absolutely, and you want to have this beef flavor in your carrots, just like the bacon and Brussels sprouts over there.
Man.
Now this ratio of veg to meat is not quite the same. this is 90% veg.
This is more like the Shannon food
meat.
pyramid.
Right.
You know, and then if you added vodka to that, you know, that would complete the picture.
And I'm not stalling to slice this, but this is just a cooking tip. When you have a big piece of meat, if it's a pork or a chicken or something like this rib roast, let it rest for at least 5 minutes.
Absolutely, but boy, when you see that caramelization, Chef, that is beautiful. You can see how evenly browned it is.
Yeah.
And that's just it, whether we're doing, you know, pan frying, you know, shallow frying, or doing baking, you get that even heat conductivity with this.
And by the way, can I remind you, so these are the 3 chicken breasts we added with no oil.
None.
Again, and it already looks like there's oil. Well, that's, again, the natural chicken fat coming off.
Absolutely.
So why add oil when you're going to have enough with your
I mean,
own?
you know what, though? One meal is going to pay for itself. Last night I went out to dinner and ordered, you know, pan, you know, seared chicken, and it was like a $30 plate. It was a $30 dish. So one dish, this pays for itself.
Right.
I mean, that salmon, like you said, that's well over $100, you know, for a party of 4 if we're dining in one of your fine restaurants.
Exactly.
And that's the thing that's so exciting, Chef. When I look at all the things that you've done, I mean, yes, you can do crowd pleasers like sliders and macaroni and cheese, but boy, this is fine dining at its best, too.
Oh, yeah. And this, like, this I'll dedicate to my dad because he loves prime rib, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at this baby.
Now it's not just for holidays, right?
I mean, look at that.
Oh, there's you.
Oh, there's my dad. Oh, look at that prime rib, though. Sorry, Dad. Look at the prime rib instead. No, but look at my dad, because we were in Hunan. We were in China. It was my proudest moment. I got to take him back to the tombs of our ancestors.
Wow.
Henry Louis Gates did a show on PBS called Finding Your Roots.
Yeah.
The sides go back 100 generations to 2700 BC. The first Tsai was Huangdi, who was one of the original emperors of China. So the fact you're not bowing to me right now, Shannon's a little bit offensive.
Kiss the ring later.
Yeah, kiss the ring later. Or you can kiss the prime rib.
I will. I do want to kiss your face for that. I'll tell you that.
And but my dad would be so proud because, hello. I mean,
boy.
You just, I mean, that's
gorgeous.
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're Chef Thomas Keller, Danielle Boulud, Jerome Bocuse.
Nothing better than that.
This is nothing. I mean, we don't even have room. It's a little bit absurd, the amount of meat there. I'm not going to lie. But look how beautiful and evenly cooked that is. And this is not sous vide. We're not putting it in a bag. This is just real searing into the oven, and the pan is this big.
You read my mind.
This little pan.
You read my mind. So to Chef's point, all of this came out of here. All of this
Isn't that crazy?
Came out of here. I mean, that's why you kind of have to wrap your brain around. It's the perfect profile. It's the perfect size. It's the perfect shape. No one else has a pan like it. Even if you watch a late night infomercial, they've only got one color. They don't give you the fry basket free. They don't give you that meat tray free. And the reservoir and the capacity, it's almost like the clown card. Keeps on, you know, delivering. And you know the other thing, Chef, when you look at the mountain of food that you have cooked, you get better results faster because of the heat conductivity that this has to offer.
Absolutely, and it's all about even cooking, like we showed on the grilled cheese with our prime rib. But then the other thing that's so great is the cleanup, which is nothing, right? You can, of course, you can put it in your dishwasher. You don't have to.
Nope.
You can just wipe it out, and it's just such an easy pan. And the whole idea of the Simply Made collection since day one is I want people to start cooking at home. But first, do me a favor, level the playing field. Make sure you have the same pots and pans and knives and boards that us professional chefs have. Level the playing field, and then you'll be amazed.
You will.
Although I think we have some talent, anyone can do this.
Well, absolutely, but you have to have the right tools.
You have to have the right tools.
If you have a pan that has hot and cold spots or doesn't conduct the heat evenly, you're never going to get great performance. Jimmy is calling in Louisiana and got the bronze.
Yeah.
Jimmy, welcome to the show. Say hi to Chef Ming Tsai.
Hey, Jimmy.
Well, hi to both of y'all.
Wow, hi, Jimmy.
I've been watching this infomercial, and it was like, at least $30 more on the infomercial, and you can get all the gorgeous colors. All you could get was the copper, which I love too. And I also have I have the big frying pan, just a frying pan, and then meat frying pan, and the copper, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Nothing sticks, nothing burns. and I'm dying to get this on. Cook me a big old roast in the oven.
Yeah, and Jimmy, I don't know if you saw the prime rib, but I think we've got more than enough for leftovers for you, my dear.
Well, I wish I had my Tupperware containers there, because I sure would get some of it.
Oh,
I think that is so funny that you do that. If I worked there and they were cooking all that delicious food, honey, I'd be doing the same thing.
see, Jimmy, I love the way you think. Great minds think alike. See, they used to make fun of me, and then they're like, wait a minute, she's going home with food that he cooked.
Oh, I mean,
He's not stupid.
Jimmy, she has a walk-in fridge or freezer in her garage. She has
do,
to.
actually.
Okay, well, you would have to, because the amount of food I've seen.
No, I'm serious. All right, so Jimmy, we love
thank you, man. Keep cooking.
Thank you.
Oh, that is hilarious.
All right,
okay,
Jimmy.
girl, y'all just keep on cooking that good food.
We will.
We will.
I
Thank you.
can't wait to get my pie.
Thank you, Jimmy.
All right,
Happy
Jimmy,
cooking.
take care.
What a doll. Oh, how pretty is
I mean, look
that?
at this food we've done in 20 minutes.
Wow.
Right?
Oh,
can we
chef.
review? Fried rice with veg and pork, mac and cheese, beautiful pork chops and apples, these Brussels sprouts bacon with 3 beautiful chicken breasts, an amazing prime rib that Eric roasted over there with potatoes and carrots. Of course, hey, we're missing a slider, but 9 sliders, salmon cooked with no oil and asparagus, cacio e pepe, roast chicken, tempura. We have the cake, and we got there. Let's see that cake, shall we? This is fun.
Now, you said that's a double box or a double
This
batch?
is 2 boxes, right?
Two boxes.
We didn't make this, guys. We use boxes, which is fine because that's what a lot of people cook. But I love this. Nothing sticks. Show the pan.
Holy
Nothing sticks, right? I
moly.
mean, that's the genius of this pan. Are you going to chocolate sauce that?
Okay.
Oh, yes. The whole thing?
Oh,
You get it
yes, he
everywhere?
says.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
We're going to do a big all
right.
We're going to do a
Look
Shannon
at how
piece.
gorgeous. Yeah, exactly. That's a Shannon size. All right, while we do that, we're off to
hang on a
South
sec.
Carolina. Vicki, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello, Vicki.
Hi.
How are
So-
you? But you got a purple pan, Vicki?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. What's the first thing you're gonna cook?
I've been cooking in your 7.5 quart square pan. You had a special value, and I love it. So I'm looking forward to this 5 quart.
Awesome. Good, good. Yeah, it's a great size, right? And
It is.
I love the big one too, and I use it all the time.
Right.
But that's when you cook for more people.
Right.
But if you're 2 or 1 people, this is a perfect size.
It is. Well, Vicki, I'm so glad you got your purple while it's still available. Thank you for stopping by HSN.
Thank you. And I also have these induction burners. I got 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
You got 3 of them? Do you do a lot of
Yes, I have
entertaining?
3 of them.
Is that because you just cook up a storm, or you entertain friends and family?
Actually, I got them for my boss's wedding. I'm doing some cooking and some of her food.
Excellent.
Nice. Well, Vicki, if we hear about a new restaurant opening up in South Carolina, we'll guess it's you.
Awesome.
Vicki,
You'll be the
thanks
first
again.
one to come.
All right, Vicki. We're happy cooking. I mean, appreciate you calling. It's like she's a caterer.
Thank you, Vicki. I know,
right?
really.
So, and I hear that often because these
Yeah.
induction burners are so great. And I'm sure Vicki uses like a sous chef, right? You have one on
Right,
simmer for your chili or
exactly, for
soup,
sure.
or your mac and cheese, and then you can set it. And one could be boiling water, one could be doing
Absolutely.
your oil. Right?
All right. I know we have hundreds of you calling. That clock is on your screen. Remember, you do have to take action. Chef, talk a little bit about what you're doing here, because you're actually getting these in the very, very far corners of the pan.
So, again, the surface area, this is 9.5 by 9.5 inches. That's a lot of surface area. And I love the squareness, because a lot of things, besides grilled cheese, a lot of things line up better in a square pan. You could not have gotten, if I had a 9.5 inch diameter pan, I could not have gotten this many pieces of lamb in.
And just like everything that Chef brings to us, it's efficient by design. I mean, the genius of it is, you know, when you get it at home, you'll have that light bulb moment. And that's why I say you'll cook every single meal in this. I know Mary in Washington got that today's special in the bronze. Mary, thank you for holding. Please meet Chef Ming.
Hey, Mary.
Hi, Chef Ming.
How are you?
Fine. How are you this evening?
Awesome. Cooking up a storm.
Everything looks delicious. I've really been enjoying the pans, and though I hate to cook, I've really been doing my cooking much better.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Because nothing sticks and you're using less oil, or you're just cooking better because you're a better
Oh, I
cook?
just love those pans. I mean, nothing sticks. I mean, and things that I usually burn, I can make potato pancakes now, and they usually break when I try and turn them, and they're great. My husband's always hearing me say, "I love these pans."
Yes, I know. And Mary, are you excited about that shape and size on the today's special?
Yes, and I like the sides are a little bit higher than the other pans I have.
Yes.
So I'm not going to get as much stuff out on the stove, and I can put some...
That's a great point.
I'm going to do the chicken in it. I haven't done that before.
Oh, yes.
Mary, that's a great point, because it's actually safer. There's less
right.
If you have kids around. And then cleanup. Nothing's worse than all that grease on the side of your stove.
Cleanup is awesome. I mean, it's like your previous caller, if I had a wedding present to give to somebody, that'd be the perfect.
Right.
Well, awesome. Mary, happy cooking in Washington. Thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you. And I always tell my husband, I call them my Amaze Ming pans.
Oh, that's cute. I like that. Right. Mary, nice to meet you. Best to you and your hubby.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Thanks, Mary.
All right, so they're scooting us along. Remember, if you're getting this, please do yourselves the favor. Don't get the pan without getting the cookbook. And remember, it works with any square pan that's out there. Remember, other square pans do not do what the Technolon Plus does. They certainly don't have Chef Ming Tsai's stamp of approval on. We're doing it for about $30 less than they're doing. So you're welcome to call on it. Remember, we brought in far fewer of the cookbooks than we did of the Today's Special. Just pick your color of choice. And right around the corner, what could be the only airing on the induction burner, just because there's so few of them, we are taking $100 off your purchase. You heard me say that correctly. $100 off your purchase for today, and only as long as supplies last. So remember, you're welcome to shop with us 24 hours a day, but you can shop with us mobilely on your tablet, on your cell phone. In fact, if you go to hsn.com and download that app, guess what? That means that you will not only get 15% off, you'll get special coupons and promotions. We'll also let you know when your favorite brands are here at HSN. And when you do sign up to our email subscriptions, you get 15% off to start doing your shopping. All right, so we are going to do a quick little timeout. Don't hang up on your today's special. Chef Ming and I will be back, along with Chef Tracy and Chef Eric and you. Final call, final quantities on the induction burner. But right around the corner is Gotta Watch Thursdays. Take a look.
Join me, Amy Morrison, and join me, Colleen Lopez, for Gotta Watch Thursdays! Gotta Watch Thursdays is all about sneak peeks this week. Beauty Report with Amy Morrison at 7 p.m. launches Smith & Cult, a custom-tailored lip and nail lacquer for brilliant shine and smooth coverage. Plus, see the Series Skincare Renewal Beauty Bag Today's Special early. It's 5 of their most popular and best-selling items in an easy-to-carry beauty bag. And the Beauty Spy is back with 2 new items from around the world: the Body Eyebrow Jelly Tint and Mystic Silicone Sponge Duo. Following on the list at 9 p.m., we've got a special edition show with Hillary Scott from Grammy Award-winning band Lady Antebellum. She debuts her Labellum fashion collection inspired by her fans. Its modern bohemian chic styles have flattering details for every woman. Don't forget, all items on the list and Beauty Report are on special pricing. It's a night of beauty, fashion, and music. Don't miss it, starting at 7 p.m.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
I grew up always dreaming and wanting to create things. I see something and I see that we can make it better.
One day, the light bulb just went off. Nobody has this. They're waiting for me to invent it.
Next thing you know, you're on HSN and the whole world's hearing about it.
It just sold out.
Very excited for you.
HSN celebrates the dreamers, inventors, and entrepreneurs who follow their hearts, helping American dreams come true.
Being here today proves anything is possible.
have the amazing Chef Ming Tsai, who is here. I know a lot of you are still shopping and calling on his today's special. All right, $100 off the famous Induction burner.
Oh, that's crazy.
$100 off. Here's the thing, though. This is only supposed to have one more airing. It might not make it to that second show just because we have so few of these. There are actually fewer than 2,000 to go around. And the thing is, Chef, when we say efficient by design, you've been using induction ranges and induction technology.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah, for a long time.
And for those that may not know what induction's all about, can I just demonstrate?
Perfect.
Jan, this is the best thing. So, induction cook's been around probably 50 years. It's finally coming to the mainstream because the original burners were huge and they cost north of $1,000.
Yes.
Right? So let me show you. This is completely cold, right? Cold pan, cold everything. We're going to turn it on max sear.
Okay.
We're going to add a cup of room temp water, right? This is not hot at all. What happened? I turned on the switch. So the electricity passes through the wire just like a light bulb goes on, right?
Yeah.
Well, when you turn this switch on, there's 2 copper coils.
Yeah.
The electricity goes through the coils, produces what's called AC, alternating current.
Right.
So when a current passes through the wire, there's what's called resistance.
Okay.
Resistance is friction, and that friction is what causes through the entire pan. The molecules of the pan are banging into each other to heat the pan up. So you see bubbles already. You see the steam coming off? That was in 10 seconds. It's already steamed. Amazing. So within another 10 seconds, you're going to see bubbles, and then another 10 seconds after that. So after 30, 35 seconds, this will be boiling. Yeah. So it heats up instantly.
And you know what's so interesting about that? I mean, part of, you know, like no secret is safe here at HSN. Normally when we do cooking shows, the prep chefs will start the pans preheating, right? Because, you know.
You don't want to wait.
Because you don't want to wait.
5 minutes to heat a pan.
So when you do this, that's always what shocks me, because I'm like, if you can do that live, you know, if you don't have to do a lot of preheating, because it comes to temperature right away.
There's the bubbles. So that was not even 30 seconds for bubbles, right?
Unbelievable.
So, and as you can tell, it's everywhere, right?
Is.
It's even distribution everywhere.
Absolutely.
And with this induction pan, the burner, the reason I love it is it's so light and so portable. So if you live in a small New York City apartment, if you have a houseboat, if you go glamping, you can put it in a DC converter. The amperage is low enough. Again, that's the other thing we've done. When I created this, I wanted to make sure it wouldn't pop all your circuit breakers at home.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because that's the old ones used to take 30 and 40 amps, which would pop.
They would. And you know, now remember, you have 2 choices in the red or the black. Steve, I think you said the red is most limited. Oh, actually, the black is most limited and most popular. There are fewer than 2,000 for the entire broadcast day. So, Chef, when you're doing things like, say, a duck, you want that skin to kind of caramelize, so you want to make sure the temperature stays precise.
And we literally, right before we started, I put duck breast with no oil.
Right.
It's already gotten this great crunchiness you want, but I can still see some fat there, so I'm going to keep it cooking until all the fat gets rendered away, and then, of course, do my famous smashed potatoes cooked in the duck fat, which is really almost better than the duck itself.
They are. But, you know, talk a little bit about the temperature selection, too. I would imagine you could get more precise with this than you can get with other types of ranges.
So much more. I mean, if you want to come in tight, the thing I love about, you can go max sear, which is all the way, has preset. You have 6 preset. So then 425 to 375, medium is down to 275, and you can go all the way down to 100. Okay. Now 100 or 105 is what I use to make ganache. Oh. So when you're, and I trained 2 years in pastries in France, you want a controlled temperature with chocolate, because it gets too hot, it burns, too cold, it seizes. So that's great. But then, of course, if I'm using this at, like our chef that was catering for the wedding, 125, 130, 35 is a perfect temperature for a lightly simmering stew or a chili. So you can do that. You can also program it for a timer, meaning if I have by myself and I have 20 people coming over, but I got to go take a shower, but I got to make sure I get my water boiling and my oil hot for the fryer, I could set a pot of water and say in 20 minutes, turn it on to max sear. So then I'll know, because nothing is worse than a party when you forget to get the water boiling.
It's really true.
You will watch it and watch it and watch it, and ditto for a fryer.
You bet.
So I can have my fryer already going, my water already going, and you could also have it to turn off. So if you have to go pick up your kids, you can have it turn off, which I love. But you know what I love too is, like on my burner, my range at home, it's like a little light. The light, like at halfway, doesn't tell me what the temperature is, or if I turn all the little lights on, it doesn't tell me. So I don't know what low or medium or high is. And this is the technology at work. There's no stove that has a 5-degree increment, period. And even a gas stove, you can just only do it by feel. So just going over all the details. We talked about, it's got a great great footprints, 11-inch glass, completely cleanable, 6 pre-programmed, but then in 5-degree increments, you can get a precise temperature, again, to do ganache at 110, 115, 94 different temperature settings at 5 degrees. I use the max sear most often because I like to sear. That's the double copper core we talked about that produces this great induction magnetic technology. And it does what it's supposed to do. It heats up the entire pan, and of course it has a fan that keeps it nice and quiet, so you can use it and use it and use it.
It makes so much sense. And remember, it is only as long as supplies last. We have fewer than 2,000. It is $100 off your purchase. $100 off your purchase. And if you have seen this on an infomercial or even here at HSN, it is the lowest price that we have ever offered on this item. And Chef is absolutely right. Part of the reason that people love it is you can do tableside cooking. You can use it when you're glamping. You can use it for tailgating. You can use it. A lot of people do take it to the office. Yep. I mean, for me, I like using this better than my regular range because my regular range, it's not precise, number one, but it doesn't heat as evenly as this. It never seems like the burner is, you know, holding the temperature all the way through.
Which is so key for proper, like,
it is.
This is a steak for one. Right. This was for you, Shannon, right?
Yeah.
So even this puny little pan, which you think you'd only could do an egg in, you can do a complete meal. Right. But the key is, if you can see it, it's sizzling on this end, it's sizzling on that end, it's heating it everywhere. Right. And it's a one-pan dish. So by the time I flip this, these are going to be flipped and caramelized. You're going to have your steak and onions done. Right? And the fact that you can control the temperature is why this pan's so good.
Absolutely. All right. Now, I know we want to start those potatoes, but then you have to see a demonstration that Chef Tracy, she does not have a stunt hand. It is a live demonstration.
That's a good one. I love this.
Okay. So we'll get those potatoes started.
Okay.
That's a little piece of heaven with that duck fat. I gotta tell you that right now. Okay.
All right, so Trace, you ready?
Yep.
So here, this is completely off and cold. We obviously cut a pan in half. We're gonna put it on max sear. 2 guns, same guns. Yep. Start at the same temp. So the pan's already at 90. Where Tracy incidentally, she's 84, so she's running a little hot. But next to her pink, beautiful manicured index finger is 79, 80 degrees, and that's not moving a degree. Nope. But the pan is now at 140, 150. Whoa. And even, and Tracy, you feel any heat? You feel, right? So even if she's literally a quarter-inch away, she feels nothing.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because it only gets hot where there's a pan.
So the pan gets hot, your hand does not.
Exactly. And if she had a ring on, the ring actually would get hot.
Right, because that's metal.
It's metal, right?
So, but that's an important caveat is, I mean, you know, the pan gets hot, but your hand does not. Metal, you know, it'll work with metal.
And by the way, a great test for those that have pans at home is which pan works and which don't. Take your kitchen magnet. Yep. If your kitchen magnet sticks to the pan is induction ready.
It will work.
Right?
Okay. Nice.
So we're at 220, 225. Where are we going to go? We're going to go all the way? We'll go to 250.
Woo!
All right, we'll go to 250. It keeps bouncing back and forth. All right, there. There we go.
See, now, if I haven't seen this before, Tracy should be nervous, you would think.
We'll go ahead.
Exactly.
We just put a piece of cheese in, and you'll see that obviously here, this cheese here is 70, 69 degrees, not in cooking. And you're going to see in a couple seconds here, it's already starting to bubble here on the sides. And you can see, obviously, this is getting dark as this cheese is cooking, and this cheese is not. So
that is crazy.
And it's sliding.
Wow.
It is sliding.
It is slid right out. Because nothing sticks. But I got to flip my steak.
Exactly. All right, so here's the thing, guys. It is $100 off for today. $100 off for today. There's only one more scheduled airing of this, but because there's so few, it's actually entirely likely that this will not make another full airing just because, again, we took $100 off your purchase. We have sold at this point almost 400. And Steve, you tell me if we can show the quantity left or not. This is not something that we brought in 10s or 20s, you know, 1,000 of. We have a little over 1,400. So just be aware, at this point, it is scheduled for one more airing, but it does not appear that it will be a full airing at best. That $100 price reduction is good for today and today only. And I have to say, those of us who have the induction burner, It is such a dream. It is so fun to cook with. I know we don't have a lot of time left in the presentation. Chef, there are only 5 minutes remaining. I know one of the things that really hit home with me was when you can deep fry or
let's
you
do
can...
that. The steak. Chase, you watch my steak
Perfect.
for me?
Sounds good.
So, but you see the color of that steak?
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
Perfect. So before we go to deep fry, can we talk about the soft control of pastries? So here we have 110 degrees. Chocolate ganache with my spurtles, which I love.
Yes.
These spurtles, actually, like, look at these. They're bamboo. They're awesome. I really love them. But chocolate ganache, oh my God, look at that strawberry. So if you have kids and you want to set your kids away during the party and let them go at it, they can, because they can touch all around here, never burn themselves. You don't need to worry about if a little chocolate spills there. That's okay. It's not going to scorch.
Look at that. You're
Nothing scorches because this isn't hot.
Yes.
So you don't have to go, no, don't get anything dirty. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's so funny. I didn't even think of that.
And then here we have some beautiful pound cake.
Beautiful.
Right?
But Chef, talk about the temperature on this, because
it's precisely 110 and will stay at 110. And that is so key, because if this goes to 130, 140, it will scorch, taste bitter, you have to throw it away. If it goes below 100, it will seize up, and I don't care who you are, you can't bring it back. That gets tossed too. And this is like $20 a chocolate, so that would be just a travesty if that happened.
Now remember, there is not an encore presentation of the Today's Special next hour, but this is our Today's Special in action.
And I love this Today's Special because, of course, it's induction ready. Here we have 2 beautiful pieces of salmon that we put on the rack, right, on a little bit of bok choy, and we could just steam this salmon. So if you're trying to, you know, eat healthily, that is a great way to eat healthy. Steaming is one of the most natural, delicious ways to cook fish.
Gorgeous.
And you don't lose flavor because we added a little bit of ginger and scallions, and then of course and you can smell it too, Shannon, we use chicken stock.
Oh, that smells good.
Why not steam and stock? It's much more flavorful than water.
It makes sense.
And the other one, of course, you could use tea. I like steaming
by the way,
tea.
that the meat rack, that also comes with your purchase when you get our Today's Special, so you can steam in this as well with that beautiful lid.
We did earlier a huge rib roast.
Yes.
Right, and a huge chicken. And you're talking about frying.
Oh,
so here we have some wings just going down. And the burner is your fryer. It is. You can control it. Here we have it on max here. You can bring it to 425, 400, 375, whatever you want. And that's what an electric fryer does. So with this induction burner, you don't need to buy a fryer.
You don't.
But if you can get this square pan, the Today's Special, you have your fryer built in. It's also doubles up for your steamer and your wok and everything.
So smart. So here's the thing, guys. This has only one more scheduled airing. At this point, there's no guarantee as to whether or not it will make that scheduled airing, because they're just a little over $1,300 for the day. We are taking $100 off your purchase. $100 off your purchase. So this is the lowest price in history. And the thing is, it's so easy to transport this. That's one of the reasons that people like it. You know, people do use it for professional catering jobs. I mean,
we do.
Yes.
I do events all over the country. I am proud to be the president of Family Reach. We're the only national chair that financially helps families with cancer. So no one causes a bankruptcy. So with that, I go and cook around and raise money and build awareness. And I bring these burners and my pans everywhere because I never know when I get to a hotel or to a restaurant, do they have it, and I have to do the demo outside. And I know it's such an anxiety relief to know that I'm going to always have good heat with good pans and not have to worry about it.
That's such an excellent point. I mean, if you do have someone who's maybe in a long-term care facility, a surgery, a rehab center, or what have you. I mean, I remember when my grandma was sick, my mom stayed at, one of those long-term, and, you get sick and tired of eating, the cafeteria and the hospital food. And so this really opens up our eyes. So you can take it anywhere your dream or your heart sets you. You can cook, table side. It's also great to use as a catering piece, even if that's just at home, because, kids are always coming and going at different times. So now you can keep the food at the precise or the right temperature. I mean, even if you're just using it for leftovers, so,
And to your point, we've had calls from people that can't stand for more than a couple minutes. But the love of cooking never stops, so they sit down at a coffee table and they put the burner down and they can still cook away, and their grandkids can bring whatever needs to be brought over.
It's true.
So you don't lose that love of cooking for your family, which is so key.
I mean, so if you are, wheelchair assisted or just, not able to stand on your feet, basically the stove comes to you, but comes to you in a way that really no other burner does. Because remember, again, precise incremental temperature control. So precise incremental universal temperature control. And the other thing is, too, not only that precise increment of control, it's easy to clean. That's one of my favorite demos because if something spills, if something is melted on there.
I mean, nothing.
Nothing.
This is glass, so nothing sticks to glass, right?
All right. So,
there we go.
well, Chef, you are back in the morning, 9?
I am. 11.
11 a.m. Okay, 11 a.m. All right, Tamara's up next. I will see you on Friday with Joy Mangano. So there's more to come. Stay tuned.
Andrew Lessman's ProCaps Laboratories is committed to delivering pure and additive-free, highly effective nutritional supplements. Shop the new monthly special with free shipping and special pricing. In April, help stay active and manage your weight with energy and fat metabolism factors, ultimate whey protein, and secure whey complete meal replacement. Check back every month to discover new specials. Search Andrew Lessman Monthly Special on hsn.com.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Marla Wynn is easy elegance. It's simple, it's sophisticated, it's really a line that works for every woman. I don't design for any particular kind of woman. It's just up to your personal taste and how you want to use my clothes as a canvas to tell your story.